Okay, I think it's running. There we go. I was like, oh my god, dude. Sega controller's blowing my mind right now. Alright, draw blaster, select, shoot, and cancel. I'm super hyped to try to freaking play this game. Only problem is I think there's a ton of reading. This story is dedicated to all those cyberpunks who fight against injustice and corruption every day of their lives. Hell yeah.
June 6th, 1996. A mysterious explosion destroys the Chernobyl research facility near Moscow. Lucifer Alpha, a powerful biological weapon under secret development there, is released into the atmosphere, creating a deadly biohazard. Carried by the trade winds, Lucifer Alpha spreads throughout Eastern Europe and Eurasia, destroying 80% of the populace. Half of the world's people die. The greatest biohazard in history later becomes known simply as the catastrophe. But at this time, who could have possibly imagined that the ultimate biohazard wouldn't occur for another half-century? 50 years later, mankind faces its greatest crisis. The appearance of a mysterious android life form. Its purpose and origin are unknown. Is it a new form of weapon? Or perhaps an invasion from some other world? They appear during winter, killing humans and infiltrating society by taking the place of their victims. Employing an artificial skin, they can sweat and even bleed. Part organic, part machine, they're almost impossible to distinguish from those they kill. As they steal their victims' bodies in order to take their place, these mysterious invaders become known as Snatchers.
I like how this is basically like Terminator meets Blade Runner. Snatcher. It's pretty cool, intro though. If I had played this when it came out, this would have blown my mind. Japan. Neo Kobe City. Soundtrack is a bop so far. Oh my god, this is so Blade Runner. Yes. Dude, this song is amazing. Metal Gear, what? I forgot this is a Kojima game. I wonder, is this gonna do the entire, cast before the game starts? Spoilers, game, come on! Creator, Hideo Kojima. Man, they're going through like all the credits. Like, can we save this for the end?
How was work? Everything okay?
Gillian, what is it? What's wrong?
Jamie, I've become a junker.
A junker? Gillian, but why?
Jamie, you know why. It's the only way we can regain our lost memories. Snatcher is the only word that keeps coming back every time we try to remember our pasts. I have to face them to find out why.
Yes, but I can sense that there is something terrible hidden in our past. And if we remember it, it will destroy us.
Jamie! I'm going now. Jamie!
What? I can't hear you!
Goodbye, Harrison Ford.
Gillian Seed, estimated age 31. 3 years ago, he and his wife Jamie Seed are taken into protective custody in the Siberian Neutral Zone by the 17th Siberian Investigative Force. Both Gillian and Jamie suffer from severe amnesia. Their memories of events prior to being picked up in Siberia lost in a mysterious mental fog. 2 years ago, after a vain attempt to rebuild their marriage, Jamie and Gillian separate. Following extensive special
And Mazeballs. Happy Saturday, yeah. Cyberpunk 1994. The OG. How are you today?
Today.
I was watching you guys play Phasmophobia last night. I ended up falling asleep to that. That was pretty funny. That game looks like it's a good time. Konami Omni Building. Junker Headquarters. Act 1, Snatch. Mika, welcome to Junker Headquarters. May I help you? Look, the operator. Gillian, she's a beautiful Oriental woman. Wow. Look at the poster. It's just a Junker recruiting ad. So are Junkers like soldiers? Junker 12. Front pod. It's one of those pod-type reception units where the operator sits in a shielded capsule. This is some pretty heavy-duty stuff they've got here. This place may be more dangerous than I thought. Okay. Camera. It looks like a security camera. Okay. Good talk. It looks like it leads into the inside of the headquarters. Oh my god, I can read, I promise. Sleepy was up past my bedtime. Yeah, you guys were on like pretty late. I think I fell asleep around like 11:30 midnight-ish, and you guys were still going. This game goes right in. Yeah, this game doesn't mess around so far. It seems to be Junker Headquarters lobby. Their security looks really tight. Alright, now we get to investigate. Fozdar, happy Saturday. How are you today? How'd you end up liking the Monster Hunter demo? Alright, we're investigating the operator. It's no use. She's protected by a shield. Investigate the poster. Looks like a government ad. They must be really short on people. Mika, I'm sorry, may I have your name, please? Enjoying it quite a bit. Yeah, I was watching Maximilian Dude play it, and he, I guess, is like a huge Monster Hunter fan, and he was saying, as like a longtime fan, there's a lot of like new mechanics and stuff in it that he's really enjoying. So it seems like it'll be pretty cool for Monster Hunter fans to get into. Gillian, it looks like they're monitoring the offices. Okay, let's check the door. It's locked. It looks like the only switch for it's in the operator's pod. You know, like, looking at that Junker logo on the door, like, that's 100% a ripoff of the Blade Runner font. Like, holy shit. Gillian, there's nobody around but the operator. Alright, I guess the only option we have is the inner. Mika, I'm afraid only Junker personnel are allowed inside headquarters. What organization are you with, sir? Not used to this much freedom of movement? Oh, have they, like, improved movement and stuff in Monster Hunter? And then in the demo? Okay, can we look at anything new? No. Can we investigate anything new? No. So we talk to her, I guess. Gillian. Oh well, let's try talking to that young woman over there.
I'm Gillian Seed. I've been assigned to Junker headquarters effective today.
Oh, you're Mr. Seed. Please forgive me.
Awkward pause.
My name is Mika Slayton. I'm the administrative assistant and operator here at Junker headquarters. Very pleased to meet you.
Yeah, Cyberpunk 1994. It felt like it was the perfect title. Mika, I need you to chillax. Yeah, just a little uptight. Just a little uptight. The wire bug as a mechanic allows so many options. Oh, is that the thing that's kind of like the Attack on Titan thing? Okay. Let's look at... Oh, is this Mika? You're really very pretty. Thank you. Oh, okay. I got lost in the menu there. Gillian, the official Junker name and trademark appear on it. Okay, let's look at the front pod. It's designed to protect the operator. Mika, I know it seems a bit much, but it's supposed to protect from Snatchers. What? Snatchers even attack up here? Yes, it's happened several times before. They're not stupid, you know. Okay, let's look at the camera. Maybe I should try waving hi. The chief always monitors the feed from that camera. Basically, yeah. What is this, Blade Runner the game? You know, there actually is a Blade Runner game that I wanted to play. I bought it on GOG a long time ago, and it's supposed to be, like, really good. But, like, this game is like an anime ripoff of Blade Runner so far. It's like Blade Runner meets Terminator. Looks like an entrance to a vault. Well, how do you like it? I bet you'd like to see the office, right? Okay. We get to investigate everything. Gillian, it's too bad I can't get in there. She's truly gorgeous. Wait, what? Don't be a creep, dude. Right, plate. Japanese undercover neurokinetic elimination ranger. That is some stretch to come up with Junker. Japanese undercover neurokinetic elimination ranger. Like, what? Dude gonna get bonked? Yeah, he better get bonked. The shield is heat-proof and shock-proof. It's specifically designed to withstand an attack by Snatchers. Okay. Camera. I must look really uptight. Maybe I'd better stop wandering around. Okay. Area. I must look... Wait. Oh, I guess I chose the wrong thing. Alright, let's talk to her again. Gillian, I've been assigned to Junker operations effective today. Mika, you just told me that, Gillian. They made it fit. Yeah, they sure did. It feels like a Kingdom Hearts title. About Junkers. Gillian, could you tell me a little bit about Junker operations? The Junkers are a special task force put together to combat the Bioroid Snatcher menace. It's overseen by government intelligence agencies. Okay, let's ask her about Neo Kobe. Make it work, trademark. Gillian, this is my first time in town. Mika, oh, you'll get used to it right away. Everybody's pretty welcoming, I guess. Mika, there are many different ethnic groups and types of people here. It's Japan, but it's not Japan, if you know what I mean. Gaijin! About Mika. Gillian, tell me a little bit about yourself. About me? Isn't that a bit forward, Mr. Seed? Let me tell you about myself first. Maybe then you'll tell me. Bako no Gaijin! I can tell you're really smooth with the ladies. Oh, we got a new option, I think. Okay, we can't ask about any of that anymore. So I think inner just popped up.
Mr. Seed?
Gillian's fine, and you can call me Gillian, Mika.
Another long, awkward pause.
Okay, Gillian. I'll open the main door and show you around headquarters.
Smooth and thirsty AF. Yeah, this dude is... Like, he has a girlfriend, too. Mika, where shall I show you first? Chief's office, engineering room, detective's room, computer room, shooting range. Let's not go to the chief's office first, because I feel like that's where we're actually supposed to go. Let's go to engineering.
Oh, that's right. The chief told me to bring you down as soon as you showed up.
The chief?
Yes, our big boss here at Junker headquarters. That's his office right over there.
Show me to that ace!
Chief Cunningham, Gillian Seed is here. I brought him in as you requested.
Thanks for coming, Seed. I'm Benson Cunningham, the Chief of Junker Operations.
Gillian Seed. I've been transferred here from the 17th Special Forces Division.
I've heard all about your special training in the military, Seed. I hope you'll put it to good use on your new assignment here. By the way, I understand you're suffering from amnesia. Any sign yet that your memory's coming back?
I'm afraid not. I still can't remember a thing from before the Army picked me up 3 years ago.
You're married, aren't you?
Yes, but we're separated now. She has amnesia as well, and without any memories between the two of us, I'm afraid there was very little to base a good relationship on.
I can see your point there.
Oh my god. Handlebar mustache power move, yeah. Nobody messes with the handlebar mustache. Chief ran out of the room for chin. So he put two on top. That chief, yeah, like, I feel like his design is just, like, all messed up. And I like how there's, like, all this, like, techno stuff in the background, and then there's this massive, like, picture of a vase. Married, separated, amnesia? We're setting ourselves up for an amazing story. Let's look at the chief. So he's the chief of Junker Operations, eh? Just as I imagined him. Did you say something? Monitor. Information from all over the world is continuously pouring in. It's the internet. It's a nice view of Neo Kobe. Too bad there are Snatchers lurking out there somewhere. Neo Kobe at night. Great view, don't you think? Okay, let's look at the picture. A picture of a vase, eh? What a funny design. Yeah, it's just like, it just seems odd. Sofa. Looks like a pretty comfortable sofa. Okay. I kind of wish, like, the looking and investigating, like, action things were tied together, because it's kind of annoying to do them both. Seed, I'm no snatcher. Monitor. It's a general purpose monitor using liquid crystal display. What? LCD and plasma display. PDD technology. Okay. Picture. So this is his taste in art, huh? Don't touch that picture. It's very special to me. Sofa. It's an air cushion type sofa. It's the latest in robot sofas, employing chaos system technology. Like, what does that even mean? What does that mean? Is that where he has a secret vault? Oh, so very not out of place. Yeah, exactly. It's like, if you came in here looking for secrets, it's like, oh, I wonder where the vault's at. Ask about Junkers. Junker headquarters was set up a year ago by the police as a special task force to combat the Snatcher problem. Junker operations were officially started in August of this year. We answered directly to the government's intelligence agencies. This poster is really pretty tacky. Oh, really? That's my design, by the way. Chief, your taste is right out of the Dark Ages. Okay, let's ask him about... Wait, did I just ask about authority? I think. Junker duties. A junker's job is to figure out who the Snatchers are and eliminate them. Yeah, this is definitely Blade Runner. I want you to put your special training in the military to good use and investigate those points about Snatchers that we don't yet understand. We've got to put a stop to them. Okay. Junker staff. A junker's job is highly specialized and extremely dangerous. That's why there are so few of us. I'm the chief, Harry's the engineer, then there's Mika. Gibson and you are our runners. Oh my god, really? It's just the 5 of us. It's like Kojima sat down and watched Blade Runner, and then he just was like, yes, I'm gonna make a game with that. About Snatchers. Yes, 3 years ago, the Snatchers suddenly appeared here in Neo Kobe. We have no idea where they came from or what they want. We do know that they kill, copy the appearance of their victims, and take their place in society, and that their numbers are increasing. Okay, so we've looked, investigated, and asked. So I guess we exit. You're quite impatient, aren't you? The chief's not finished yet. Oh, what the fuck? Your cat's ears are progressively going back as you read more and more. Your cat's super into the story. Your cat's a Blade Runner fan. Did I not ask about this one? A junker operates with certain rules and privileges different from regular police officers. Those are: 1. The purpose of the junker force is to eliminate bioroid snatchers. 2. A junker, even in the course of carrying out one, must not harm innocent civilians. 3. A subject may not be physically investigated or restrained unless irrefutable evidence exists that indicates the subject is indeed a snatcher. 4. A junker is required to assist and support civilian bounty hunters. 5. In order to carry out one, a junker is allowed the use of a blaster, and a navigator, and a turbocycle. Those are the 5 rules. Oh my god, I don't even remember them.
That should be enough to make your duties as a junker quite clear. This is your junker ID card. It will identify you as a junker. Carrying it allows you to exercise your special authority.
I see. Sort of like a police officer's badge, huh?
And here's some money. It's not much, but you'll need it to carry out your investigation.
Cash?
Credit cards aren't accepted in some regions of the city. You'll need this sooner or later.
Sounds like it's a rough place out there.
Go see Harry, the engineer. He's got your equipment ready for you.
Possessions. What is this? Oh, okay. That's like our inventory. Here's some money. Get out of here. This card gives me all the special rights of a junker. I'll be carrying this as my ID from here on out. Seed, that card is very important. Take great care not to lose it. Okay. Oh my god. There's like sub-menus now. This is the cash they gave me for expenses. Having to carry cash around is so inconvenient. This game was ahead of its time. Investigate the junker ID. It's an ID card with a special IC chip built in. All of my personal data is recorded on this card. When the chief is paying you to leave. Yeah, it's like, this isn't even our severance package. Like, what? It's cold, hard cash. There should be plenty to get the job done with. Show our junker ID. You listening, Seed? Remember, keep that with you at all times. Show him the cash. Here's some funds for expenses. Don't waste them. Okay? Okay, now I think we're done. Where would you like to go next? I'm pretty sure I said engineering first, and we didn't go to engineering first. What is that poster? This is engineering. All the junkers, that is the runners' equipment, is made here. It doesn't look like Harry's around at the moment. Let's look at Mika's face, I guess. What the hell, man? You were truly beautiful, Mika. Thanks, Gillian. I'll take that at face value. Let's look at the area. There are tools and machines all over the place. It's a regular factory in here. This room always looks like this. I don't know how he finds anything. Hey, Copen, happy Saturday. How are you today? Thanks for the raid. What were you playing? Ermagerd! So retro, yeah. Have you played Snatcher before? Let's ask about Harry. Harry Benson is our engineer. He's a bit of a lush, but he's a friendly and sweet old guy. Navigators. Every junker investigator gets an analysis robot. Quite a combination, eh? We call the robots navigators. Yeah, we'll talk to Gibson. His wife was killed by a snatcher 2 years ago. After that, he quit his detective job and became a junker. Since then, he's been living with his daughter, Katrina. Okay, and I guess we can maybe show her our possessions. Played Skyrim today as usual. Haven't played this. How's the Skyrim run going? I pop in every now and then, kind of lurk. I always love watching people play Skyrim. Like, that's just such a great game. And if anybody is looking for an awesome and chill stream to hang out in, please follow Copen. Like, I think I said this before. He's bilingual, which is always something to be jealous of. And he speaks Japanese and English. And yeah, just learn cool stuff while you're watching him play fun games. Okay. The possession submenu is like blowing my mind right now. Okay, I think we're done here, so let's leave. Okay, where would we like to go to next? Let's go to Detective's room. This is the Detective's room. It's the office for our runners. That's what we call junker investigators like you. You'll be using that desk in the back. What about this desk near the door here? That's Gene's desk. Gene Jack Gibson. What kind of name? He's our ace runner. Gene Jack Gibson. Okay. We're gonna skip Mika's face this time. Monitor. A lot of information flows into here. All the information available to our runners is output from Jordan. Like the country, Jordan? Doing thief quests. Trying to bilingual by using Skyrim. Yeah, there's a ton of text in Skyrim. English from Skyrim is hard though. Yeah, like I can't imagine it being that easy. It's just like a non-stop flood of text. But hopefully like the voice acting is kind of helping out too. This is an antique desk. Gene's really into antiques. Oh yeah, I guess it does like look different, like the one in the very front. Far desk. Looks like a nice desk, but I probably won't be using it much. Let's look at area. This place is really different from other detectives' offices. Okay. Good talk, good talk. Did we ask about... Were we doing this? I don't remember. He's quite brilliant. He's won 3 Nobel Prizes in the Fields Prize too. Okay. I don't think we asked about this before. About navigators. Gene's navigator is called Little John. I wonder what kind of navigator you'll get. About Gibson. He's apparently out on an investigation at the moment. I'll introduce you as soon as he gets back. About Katrina. She's Gene's only child. She turned 18 this year. Okay, I think we're done in here. Where would we like to go to next? The computer room. This is Junker Headquarters' computer room. It's linked to databases throughout the country, so you can find almost any information you might need. Let's look at the computer. Antiques in the computer room, eh? I haven't seen a keyboard in some time. Area? A number of input and output devices are linked to the host computer. Ask about the computer. This is our host computer, a model RM1013. We call it Jordan. That's for Junker Online Regional Data Access Network. Just rolls right off the tongue. It employs full-scale artificial intelligence-based processors. Jordan is fully programmed with all human learning routines and uses an intelligent interface to perform automatic translation, problem solving, you name it. It employs expert-class artificial intelligence routines developed for fieldwork robots. It's the best there is. Okay, that's a lot. How to use. First, put your Junker card in this slot. Once it's confirmed you as a user, you just follow the instructions that Jordan flashes on the screen. Okay. Ask about Harry. Harry's an orphan. He lost his parents in the catastrophe, which was apparently like this 2020 like plague that happened in, I think this game said 1996 or something like that. Okay. Navigators. Don't worry, you'll be able to get one from Harry. Okay. Gibson. If you meet him, you'll understand why he's so good. Okay, and then Katrina. She's a model. She's quite cute. Okay, use Jordan, I guess? Go ahead, sit down here. Once you're registered on the system, the rest is easy. I am Jordan, Junker Headquarters Host AI Computer System. Please insert your ID card. What? This thing got a personality? Okay, use card. Okay, Junker card going in. User confirmed as Gillian Seed. Welcome to Jordan. Oh dear, this is a lot. Yeah, this is a lot happening in this game right now. What sort of information do you need? Well, at least it let me in. Load ID file, load fact file. Jordan ID file. Use the cursor to input the name of the person you are searching for. Input first name, then last name without a space. Oh my god, I feel like I need like a paper and like pencil. It got fields and everything. Yeah. This thing got it all. For example, input John Konami as John Konami. Or you can search just the first name, for example, John. Enter name. Oh my god. Oh my god. And it's in alphabetical order too? This is going to take forever. John. Oh my god, I missed it. Put that wiki up already? Yeah, I feel like I'm definitely going to do that. Because I don't think this game is supposed to take that long, but I can see how you might struggle. Let's search for John. No matching names on file, you lying ass tutorial. John Konami? Oh my god. Why must this keyboard be in alphabetical order? John Konami. No matching names on file. Okay. Okay, game. Load fact file. Jordan fact file. Please select the category you wish to search. Hacker man. Yeah. History. The catastrophe. Catastrophe, comma, the. On June 6, 1996, a mysterious explosion destroyed the Chernobyl research facility near Moscow. The explosion released a biological weapon called Lucifer Alpha, which had been under development by the old Soviet regime, into the atmosphere, creating the greatest biohazard in history. Within 1 week, the bacteria spread throughout Eastern Europe and Eurasia, killing 80% of the population there. 6 months later, Lucifer Alpha suddenly mutated into a non-lethal form. Northern Eurasia, now an unpopulated wasteland, was designated and remains a United Nations neutral zone to prevent unauthorized exploitation. Since the disaster, which has become known simply as the catastrophe, hundreds of research papers have been published purporting to reveal its causes, but the real reason behind it remains unknown. Comedy. I'm just reading it. Concerning Junker. V is important, yeah. I guess, like, if you were to like, alphabetize, like, movies or books or games and stuff, like, do you consider games that have, like, V in the title to be, like, T's? Or do you, like, skip V and then you, like, alphabetize on whatever the next word is? That's the question. I think that's going to be a revealing question. Organization. Oh my god, look at all this stuff. Official name. Junker, full organizational name, Japanese Undercover Neurokinetic Elimination Rangers. Junker chronology. Junker agency history. April 2047, National Police Agency forms special team to deal with Snatcher problem. Official release. May 2047, government intelligence agencies establish investigative science team to research Snatcher activities and devise solutions. August 2047, police and government organizations are formally combined into new agency called Junker. New group is organizationally overseen by the government. Intelligence agencies. The organization? Junker agency organization. Staff classifications: chief or head, engineer, operator, runner, investigator, and navigator, support robot. Related group: junk team. Engineer is responsible for development and maintenance of all Junker support equipment. Operator is responsible for management of data transmitted from the field by navigators, as well as day-to-day operation of HQ facilities. Chief is in charge of judgment of overall situation and assignment of duties to runners. Runners are responsible for carrying out actual investigations of Snatcher activities with the assistance of navigator robots. This post is exceptionally dangerous. Junk team is responsible for cleanup and data, gathering at sites where runners have dispatched Snatchers. Can you imagine? Like, what do you do? Oh, I'm on the junk team. Like, what the hell is a junk team? 2047, when this game seems cyberpunk. Yes, this game is like super cyberpunky, which is kind of awesome. Like, I'm always down for cyberpunk stuff. Concerning Junker, oh my god. Snatchers, Neo Kobe, culture science. Wait, what the hell is culture science? Science? Culture sports? What? How did we go from culture science to culture sports? Oh my god, we're like 4 menus deep right now. Space development, Mars research chronology, Mars greening project, biocommunication, Dreamcorder. Well, we're going to see what that is. Dreamcorder, a device for recording human dreams. Oh my god, this is cyberpunk 2077 now. Pickup of brainwaves allows for playback, which recreates distinct sights, sounds, and physical sensations. However, regulations prohibit playback by other than a licensed counselor or psychologist. Recordings are not legally admissible as evidence in a court of law. It is as the Sega game foretold it. Yeah, exactly. They're ahead of their time. Holy shit. Biocommunication. Communication without language by mechanically detecting and encoding the organic responses of chemical and other products given off by living organisms. The technique is hoped to provide a way for humans to communicate with other species someday, but logistical obstacles have limited it to scientists' one-way observations at this point. Pipette. Pipette scans of the brains of vertebrates using these techniques have led science to a nearly full understanding of the structure of these animals' consciousness. Okay, space development. Plans were made in the late 20th century to develop space resources for the betterment of mankind, but global warming, the catastrophe, and other factors, like, what the hell? This game foretold the next, 30 years of life. Like Gattaca, it's not gained, cyberpunk movie. Yeah, Gattaca is a really good movie, too. I haven't seen it in a really long time. Has harmed the environment, speeded this trend significantly. The construction of the U.S. space station, Freedom, oh my god, as well as the development of successful fusion-based propulsion represented enormous steps forward in this effort. At present, a helium-3 mine to provide fuel for fusion rockets is under development on the moon. In addition, the new Promised Land project to create permanent colonies on Mars is in advanced stages. Space station called Freedom. It was built in America. It's like, God, come on, Kojima. Mars research chronology, August 1988. The Phobos Project, Phobos 1 and 2, launched by the former Soviet Union, explore Mars and its 2 moons, Phobos and Deimos. October 1989, Mars Observer, launched by the U.S., studies the planet's atmosphere and soil. April 1997, PESTA Project, unnamed probe retrieves data on Mars, asteroids, and comets. project initiated by Eastern European nations, but the catastrophe forces transfer of the project to the U.S. December 2005. Construction begins on Wells Project, an unmanned robot production facility on Mars. June 2010. Wait, they're saying we're already in Mars by like 2005? Oh, Sega. 2010, first satellite put in a permanent Mars orbit. July 2015, construction begins on experimental manned base Le Guin. November 2022, construction begins on Mars spaceport. Wait, does that say Moorcock? Moorcock! June 2025, completion of early manned base, Herbert. December 2030, first full-scale Mars base. Vonnegut begins operations. Jan 2035, operations begin at Asimov, the first mine on Mars. Okay. I think that was space development we just looked at. Mars research chronology. Oh god, no. I was wrong. I was so wrong. I wish there was like an instant exit button. Because I'm afraid if I just smash the button, we'll go back in there. Alright, Mars Greening Project. Sega really believed in us, yeah. Oh, Sega. The Mars Greening Project, a project to turn the barren planet into a lush green world like Earth. You know, I always find it funny, like, you look at movies like Back to the Future, and that was what, like, the early 2000s. We have, like, hoverboards and, like, all kinds of, like, super futuristic stuff, and like, we have nothing close to that here in 2020, or 2021, my god. Alright, the Mars Greening Project, a project to turn the barren planet into a lush green world like Earth. Initially, large reflecting mirrors will be placed in orbit to reflect heat radiation back down to the planet. Simultaneously, greenhouse gases will be released into the Martian atmosphere. By warming the planet, conditions which allow yeast and other bacteria to flourish are established. Following this, the oxygen given off by these bacteria will be employed to make conditions favorable for higher forms of life. The vast underground deposits of frozen water, the existence of by which was discovered earlier, or by earlier bases on the planet, have moved this project from the realm of fantasy into likely reality. At present, phrases like "turn the red planet green" and "Mars, the new promised land" represent the energy that those involved are putting into the project. Phase 1 of the project, the installation of the reflecting mirrors around the planet, is currently scheduled for 2049. A rocket carrying the first immigration investigative team to Mars, the Beagle Jerusalem, was launched just last week. What are these code names? Oh, it's that time of the day, I see. Okay. Okay. So we looked at this one, politics, I guess? City isolation policy, north-south problem, Freeman, immigration problem, outer districts. I'm like, oh my god. I'm nervous about the immigration one. Neo-Kobe quarantine. The government, fearing mainland Snatcher infiltration from Neo-Kobe, designated the city a contaminated zone and ordered the closure of all land, sea, and air links, including the Kobe Bridge. The policy was enacted on December 1st, 2047. While the policy appears to have so far prevented any spread of the problem to the mainland, it has exacerbated the isolation of the city itself, without contributing to a comprehensive solution to the Snatcher menace. That was politics? I wanted to see what this culture sports thing was. BioZoo, Robo Musical, Purse Pet, Neo Kobe Pizza, Retinal Fortune Telling, Air Surfing, Dragon Horse. Like, some of these titles are just like, what? A museum of living genes featuring live animals, endangered or extinct species only, recreated through genetic manipulation, created by the International Union for the Conservation of Nature, IUCN, in order to recreate and culture extinct mammal and bird species. Besides caring for living animals, the museum operates a library of frozen genetic samples. Successful birth of a unicorn in 47 natural delivery drew widespread attention, the baby unicorn has also been adopted as Neo Kobe's mascot. Robo-musical. A musical performed by humanoid robots. As each robot's expressions and movements are sampled from actual actors, there is virtually no difference between their performances and that of the live actors. The popularity of the art form no doubt lies in the technology's ability to change the performers with a simple software modification, including the ability to inject long-dead classical actors into modern roles. The big hit of 47 has so far been The Phantom of the Opera. Purse pet. Genetically engineered marsupials which function as pets or handbags, oh my god. Their added value of being able to carry around personal belongings led to a huge boom in the animals in the early 2040s. Originally designed for a television commercial, their subsequent widespread media exposure touched off huge sales. Several firms became involved in a copyright dispute over the animal's design, but their popularity waned when the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty in Animals complained of the slave-like treatment many owners gave their living luggage. Okay, Neo Kobe pizza. A popular food item said to have been born by accident when a Japanese student accidentally dropped his pizza in somebody's soup. The floating shape apparently reminded him of the island of Neo Kobe in the sea, hence the name. Scores of different varieties are available by combining different toppings in soups. Neo Kobe pizza is beginning to gain popularity internationally as well. It's just like pizza in soup. Retinal fortune telling. A high-tech form of divination which purports to read a person's future from the patterns of blood vessels on the retina of the eye. Like fingerprints and voice prints, this art gains its popularity from the fact that all individual patterns are unique. Okay. Air surfing. A sport which is enjoying tremendous recent popularity among young people. When conventional surfing became impossible due to the heavy contamination of the sea around the city, a local university's air sciences department developed the new board and wave generator. With just moderate protective gear, a board, and the air generator, anyone can enjoy the sport. Popularity has been centered among young people of the slum districts. As wind and the weather have no effect on use, competitions and tournaments have been held year-round in cities throughout the country. Dragon horse. A sport involving the use of a winged horse developed through bioengineering. Originally popular among the British upper class, participants compete for the longest time and distance flown. Developed from ponies, these dragon horses are only capable of 50 meters or so of continuous flight, so they're like chickens. The first official competition took place in Neo Kobe in 2045. The winner, an entrant invited from overseas, a Racian Highlander breed, managed a 30-second flight covering 80 meters. Like, what in the hell is this game right now? Alright, let's go out of here. Thank you for using Jordan. I look forward to our next session together. Okay, I feel like we had done all of this. Let's leave. Where'd you like to go next? Shooting range. This is the shooting range. Junkers come here to improve their marksmanship. Let's look at the area. A number of man-shaped targets appear in the practice booth. We call it our shooting practice range, but it's a lot like a video game arcade, don't you think? Unicorn Joust, yeah. Isn't that like a game on Steam? How to practice. How do you start practice? Just follow the Junker's practice system. Okay. About Harry again? If you're that interested, why don't you just meet him? Well, I'm trying to, lady. Don't worry, you'll be able to get one from Harry. Okay, Gibson. If you meet him, you'll... Okay, so she's really just going to repeat the same stuff. So let's practice. Gillian, you haven't gotten your blaster yet, have you? Let's hurry and go visit Harry. Come on, let's go see Harry. But I think I should get some practice in first. Yes, but... Come on, let me take a crack at it. Alright, if you must practice, I'll let you use my ray gun, but it doesn't have the power of a blaster. Is that okay? Yeah, thanks, Mika. Okay, let's practice. If you press the A button, you can draw your blaster. Press B to fire. You can put your blaster away by pressing the A button again. Are you ready? Remember, shoot only Snatchers. Be careful you don't hit any civilians. Oh, a bunch of civilians are about to get got. The red gauge on the left shows the number of targets to appear. The yellow gauge on the right shows the number of hits. I'll start it on introductory level. Good luck! Blaster! Where's my blaster? What the hell? What the heck? Rip that dude. Well, that's interesting. You got a lot of work to do. Your accuracy is poor, but worse, you're hitting too many civilians. I hit one civilian. Well, you're not wasting much ammo, but you can't just hit civilians. Out in the real world, it will cost you your job. And like, I was trying to pull out the gun, and it definitely would not come out. So I had to, like, I wonder if the controller's just on a different setting. Let's go, Harry. Okay. Oh no. I was just looking to see if there's something else here. Oh my god. Fuck. Well, that went way better. You're doing quite well. Still, you can't hurt any civilians. With so few wasted shots, you should improve quickly if you work on picking your targets better. Okay, well that was accidentally awesome. Come on, let's go see Harry. Alright, let's go. Oh my god. Now all we need to do is find Harry. Let's go back to engineering. Harry's gotta be back by now. I don't know. He's quite the freewheeling type.
Oh good, Harry's back.
Great to meet you. You're Gillian Seed, right? Haven't we met somewhere before? No, I don't believe so. Really? Well, I guess I must be imagining things.
Uh-oh, someone who knows this from a past life. Let's see. Investigate, Harry. Those are odd clothes. Let me take a look at those. Hey, what are you doing? Stop it. Ask about navigators.
I know. All right, allow me to introduce the Navigator, which I designed especially for you. Hey, Metal Gear, get out here.
We're gonna call him Solid Snake.
Metal, introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Pleased to meet you, Gillian. I am Metal Gear Mach 2. I am programmed to be your personal assistant.
Metal Gear? That's a pretty weird name.
Oh, he's cute.
Thank you.
I think he's turning red. I took his basic design and his name from the Metal Gear menace of the late 20th century. But quite unlike that Metal Gear, this one was designed for peaceful purposes.
Dun dun dun! Ask about Blaster. Actually, let's ask about Metal Gear. Navigators are designed from the start as a Junker's investigative assistant. On-site detection, analysis, recording, communications, you name it. They're packed with features, and Metal Gear here is the latest model. Gillian, what about an attack system? Don't they carry any weapons? Harry, afraid not. They're unarmed. After all, the main idea behind a navigator is to assist in an investigation's data management. But they do have a save function. Just choose the Use Metal Gear command and then the Save command. You can record the exact status of your investigation that way. In the same way, you can use the Use Light command to help you when it's too dark to see. I told you they were nice to have around, didn't I? Like, why can't you just carry a flashlight? How about communications? Does he have the same kind of radio or some kind of radio? Yep, there's a video phone installed. A video phone? That's right. Just select Use Metal Gear and then use video phone to access it. In theory, you can use it anywhere, but you have to watch out for interference. Sometimes the signal just can't get through. Okay, let's ask about the blaster.
Oh, that's right. Don't panic yourself. I got it right over here. This is your blaster, the official weapon of a junker. It's got full user feedback circuitry, adjusting itself to your reaction time. In other words, it's just as good as you are. What do you think? Here, see how she feels.
It's unbelievably light.
You bet it is. This ain't one of those ray guns the Army uses. She's put together with the latest carbon polymers and ceramics, not affected by heat one bit. And her ergonomic design optimizes both functionality and firepower. Well, what do you think, Gillian?
I'll take it.
He's just a man who wants to carry a gun. Alright, ask about Snatchers. You're an engineer. Tell me about how the Snatchers are built. It's odd, but we've never been able to get a specimen. They're always stolen or have self-destructed. They have any weaknesses? They're built really well, so it's tough to destroy them outright. Try to immobilize them. They've got these slits on their head for some reason. A well-placed shot there will often destroy their control functions. That's why it's important to practice with your marksmanship.
I have a video phone call from Jean-Jacques Gibson coming in. Connecting.
Junker HQ, this is Gibson. I've cornered a probable male snatcher. I'm in the abandoned factory in the M District. Request immediate backup.
Gillian, that means you. You better head out right away. Jean needs your help.
We must hurry. We'll use a turbocycle to travel to the scene.
Be careful, Gillian.
This is a turbocycle, specially designed for junker use. In addition to three-wheeled ground travel, it is capable of hovering and high-speed flight. The vehicle is also VTOL capable, so takeoffs and landings in narrow areas present no difficulty.
A flying tricycle, huh? I just came in one of these things.
We have been assigned this vehicle for use in our investigations.
Let's look at it. Turbocycle body. Metal Gear. It's brand new and was just tuned up. It's a 47 Interceptor. It's built by the same company that builds the shuttle. Tire? On the ground, it runs on 3 wheels, but they're retracted during flight. Area? This is the Junker HQ parking lot. Several turbocycles are parked in the area. Turbocycle body. It's built with the latest ceramo-plastics and carbon polymers. It doesn't even have a scratch on it. Tire? There's no problem. The tires also have the inspector stamp on them. Area? There's nobody in the parking lot besides us. Okay, let's just get in. We're in the turbocycle. Operation is computer controlled. Where would you like to go? Factory ruins, Gillian's home. I think, Factory ruins is where we're heading? Crown the Lion, happy Saturday. How are you? Cyberpunk olden times, yeah. Cyberpunk medieval ages.
Junker Gibson has cornered a suspected snatcher. I wonder if this guy really is a snatcher. Guess I'll find out now if all that training really paid off.
I gotta say, like, all these sprites, like, all the sprite animation in this game is really awesome. They put a lot of effort into it. Metal Gear. We've arrived at the abandoned factory. What would you like to do? Junker HQ. Maybe... Oh, no, no! We should hurry to the scene. Yeah, I didn't realize that was, like, options to, like, leave. Finally better. Oh, were you sick? Oh, if you were sick, I hope... well, it sounds like you're doing better, but... I'm glad to hear that you're doing better. And in general, if you're just doing better, I'm glad to hear that you're doing better. But I'm doing well as well. Woke up today, super productive again. And unfortunately, I have to go to work later today, so I'm not excited about that. But otherwise, things could be far worse. What the hell is happening right now? I think the game's frozen. Crappy week that your body didn't want to get through. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I know how that goes. But glad you got through the week, and it's now the freaking weekend. Yeah, boo work indeed. Like, screw work. The only good thing about it is that I get paid extra for working today. So, like, that money is going towards buying some new games. We've arrived at the abandoned factory. This is where Jean called from. Okay. Like, this took a really long time for this to load. Let's look at the building. It's a battered old factory. Judging from its design, I'd say it dates from the period when manned production techniques were still used. It appears abandoned. Sky? The sky is getting quite dark. It looks like a storm may be coming in. Area. It looks like this scene just looks like some stuff's about to go down. This place is quite run down. It looks deserted too. Let's investigate the building. The building is heavily damaged. It's probably been abandoned since the last century. The area? There's no sign that anybody's around. And motion detector. Metal, are you reading anything? I can't tell from here. We'll have to move inside. Storm a-coming. Yeah, it's like someone about to die. Okay. We can't investigate our possessions. Metal... Wait, let's save. Alright, I'll save everything that's happened up till now. Which file number would you like to save it in? Uno. Save completed. Would you like to continue playing? Yes. Alright, now returning to the investigation. How do we go into the building? It has an eerie atmosphere about it. There's nothing unusual here.
Oh no!
What was that?
A male scream. Perhaps something has happened to Jean-Jacques. Gillian, please use extreme caution. I read multiple moving objects within the factory. This could indicate the presence of Snatchers or Insectors.
Insectors? What in the world's that?
A spider-like robot used by Snatchers as security devices. Though compact in size, they are armed with needle guns. Use extreme caution.
Oh, stuff's heating up. Alright, let's go. Let's do this. Alright, we're going in. Keep your blaster ready. Push the A button to draw your blaster. That's a lie. The A button did not draw the blaster. We've entered the factory. This is the spot where you placed that video phone call. Let's look. The ground. There's debris everywhere. Please watch your step. Oh. Wish it would like stay in the same menu. Look at the wall. There are pipes running everywhere. Look at the ceiling. The ceiling looks quite weak. Look at the area. The building is severely damaged. It should be demolished. And then let's look at the pipe. It's been weakened by rust in several places. Right, investigate. Oh my gosh. Like, can we investigate when we look at it? I scanned the area with my sensors, but I can't pick up anything special. Investigate the wall. Looks like the concrete here is quite corroded. Investigate the ceiling. This place looks as if it could collapse at any moment. We must be careful. Oh shit, danger zone! Yeah, I feel like stuff is really about to pop off here as soon as we start moving around this place. Okay, nothing special here. Where's Jean-Jacques anyway? Raw Snatcher. That would be like another perfect title. Yo, that's really hot. I'm going to have to. I'll have a blister here. Be careful. The surface is hot due to the steam within. And let's check the motion detector. Metal. Aren't you picking anything up? Nothing's moving. That's odd. What happened to Jean? Alright, and then let's listen. Not picking up any sounds. Okay, move. Advance. Alright, now moving ahead.
What the?
It's Little John.
Little John?
Yes, Jean-Jacques Gibson's personal navigator.
Let's look at the ceiling. The ceiling's been damaged. Some of the wiring is sticking out. Let's look at the ground. Little John parts are spread everywhere. This is awful. Let's look at the area. There's wreckage everywhere. I don't detect anything special. And look at Little John. Oh my, Little John's been demolished. There's no way to repair damage this bad. It'd be like that. Hey there, little droid, aren't you cute? Little smash droid. Yeah, I hope we can save him. Like, this is like R2 at the end of the first Star Wars movie. Game? Wake up. Wake up, game. I hate when this happens. Like, I can't tell if the game is like crashed or if we're just waiting for something to load. Hello? Hello? Gonna need a lot of patience for this playthrough? Yeah, exactly. Like, I hope everybody's got some, something to keep them occupied. Oh my god, there we go. Jesus. Yeah, we just looked at Little John. Investigate. Cracked open a fortune cookie from last night and says, your fortune is on the way. In the back had a website for more fortunes. Oh my god. They're trying to get that ad revenue, I bet. Like, click our website. Give us them clicks. Water's dripping from the sprinkler. Those drops really echo in here. Ultimate 2021 move, yeah. It's like you went through the freaking effort to print a fortune and you didn't even put the actual fortune on here. I don't see anything that would help our investigation. So you had a fortune cookie. That mean you had Chinese food? Because like I've been dying for Chinese food lately. I can only find Little John's memory chip. Little John. This charring indicates he was hit by fire from a laser cannon. Nearly all his circuits are burned through completely. His functions have been completely terminated. Nevertheless, his memory may be all or partially intact. Where's Gibson? A navigator never leaves his runner's side unless there's a very serious reason. We have to hurry. Gibson's in trouble. Are we not going to take the... Oh god, here we go again. We can rebuild him. We have the technology. Toads had it last night before repeated ghost number murders. Kung Pao Chicky. Oh my god. I kind of want orange chicken or like General Tso's chicken and an egg roll. Like, ugh, it'd be perfect right now. I feel like anytime we like talk to Little John, like when we leave that menu, this is the thing that takes forever to come back. Orange chicken, yeah. Oh my god, I love orange chicken. Sugar-based stew, worst best idea. I love like stuff like that. Like the day that I had jalapeno poppers, like I had them for breakfast. I just like woke up and I was like, I really want jalapeno poppers. It's like, this is a terrible way to start today, but my god, it's delicious. Menu takes forever because Lil Jon is hanging by a thread. Oh my god. Gained 10 pounds reading. Okay, we're listening to Metal Gear. I can't confirm any sound except for the water drops and Little John's shorting out. Okay. Spicy morning, yeah, no regrets. Filled with cheddar or cream cheese. They were filled with cream cheese. I wish you could get like a variety, like cheddar and cream cheese, but the ones I got this time were cream cheese. Okay. Possessions are still going to be the same. I guess we just move. Actually, no, I'm not going to look at Lil Jon again. It's like they said his memory was intact, but we didn't do anything with that. Advance. Alright, now moving ahead. Just had a few bites of cold chicky. Have so much left over. I think Chinese food is some of the best leftovers like out there. Like Chinese food, spaghetti, and pizza are like the best leftovers. Actually, let me take that back. Thanksgiving dinner is also like a great leftover time. Things are scattered all over the floor. Please watch your step. Let's look at the area. Besides the large pillar across the floor, there's nothing unusual. Investigate. Just had okay. The trifecta. Lion, I need you to make your rice recipe to tone these leftovers down. What's the rice recipe? There's nothing special here. We're the only ones in the area. Motion detector. Metal, anything on your sensors? No, nothing. We're the only thing moving. Okay, let's listen again. It's uncomfortably quiet here. Huh? It's time to move forward. It ain't even a recipe. Alright, now moving ahead. Wait, there's a figure on the floor. We got our little music note thing. Let's look at the body. Holy shit! You think we can just put it back on and duct tape it in place and you'd be good to go? I like how like the game is just like frozen here. This man's head between his legs. It's like, oh my goodness. Sushi rice, white rice, water, rice vinegar, sesame oil, and sugar. Ooh, that sounds delicious, actually. His neck bone. Crotch cam frozen, yeah. Like, this is a hell of a place for it to freeze, too. We better have some good old actions to do here for all this time we're waiting.
Oh, dear God.
Sean! Gibson! It's Gibson! My god, his head's been twisted completely off. You think? Corpse. Jeez, I wish I didn't have to meet him like this. Oh my god. I can't believe they killed Jean. Ground. This screw kids up fast in 96. Yeah, it's like, I don't even think they let Mortal Kombat be this bad. Give Sega CD some time. Yeah. Work faster, Sega CD. Like a bottle of Pepsi. He dropped his blaster here. Blaster. It's been crushed flat. This would take incredible strength. Investigate. Gibson. Corpse? He's still warm. I mean... The scream we heard was no doubt his. What killed him? His head had been twisted off. He died instantly. It would take incredible strength to do this. His blaster again. It's an old type blaster. It's definitely Jean's. It's still warm. He probably fired several shots. Motion detector. Hey Metal, aren't you picking anything up? No, nothing. We're the only thing moving. Alright, let's listen again. I'm not picking up any sounds. Okay, let's move forward. What? It's a Yuri Aromi. Get the fuck out. Could you, like, what if Phasmophobia Mysteries, like, got this involved? Where there was, like, super long campaigns that you had to figure out. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, now moving ahead. We're moving ahead, but Jean's not because he doesn't have one. Or we're moving Jean's head. It's a dead end. For Jean, yes, it's dead end. Let's look at the front. It's blocked by a cave-in. We can't go any farther. Investigate the front? I don't see any way out from here. For Christmas, you got your fiancé a complete collection of Dragon Quest figures that collabed with Pepsi. Oh no! Hopefully, all heads were still attached on the Dragon Quest characters. You'd be in. The beta was so unstable. Oh, that sucks. Was it like crashing or just like random stuff not happening? Okay, dirt and sand. There's no way we could possibly move this out of the way. And then motion detector. Anything on your sensors? No, nothing. We're the only thing moving. Still. Alright, let's listen. Not picking up any sounds. Oh boy. Let's save. Because I feel like as we try to leave this building, we're gonna have a fight. It was random chaos. Oh, that sucks. Well, that could be like pretty fun though. Was there just like all kinds of like noises and like random stuff flying around? Just dumb collaborations. Had to get it for him. That would be like a cool gift to have though. Like were they all decked out in Pepsi gear? Let's keep going. Okay, so let's go back to the body. And then let's do a, actually, we never, like, looked around this area. Gibson. Still gonna comfortably quiet here. Clothing. Hey! Metal Gear, there was a key in one of his pockets. Investigate the key. What's this key for? I don't know of anywhere old keys like this are still used. Let's look at the key. This item is quite an antique. Metal, hang on to this key as evidence, okay? Alright, I'll store it. Let's look at the ground, I guess. I don't see anything special. There's evidence of a struggle on the ground here, but I can't interpret it. Nah, but their stands have the Pepsi logo. That's kind of cool. Jeez, I wish I didn't have to meet him like this. I wonder why, like, more companies don't collaborate with, like, video game stuff like that. You think that we'd be, like, inundated with it. Okay, so we've already done that. So what I wanted to do here was try to do this video phone and see if they, like, broadcast this. Sorry, Gillian, I can't get a clear frequency at this location. Why not, Metal? It's probably due to the presence of Snow 9. Snow 9? It's a bioengineered form of pollen which interferes with radio transmissions. Oh my god, this is Metal Gear Solid now. Investigate, listen. We've already done all this, so I guess we just try to leave. Right? Yeah, let's like try to leave. Alright, moving back. I guess let's try to look at the robot again. Little John. Boy, they really wasted him. Oh god, here we go. Right, get it together, America. You're missing great opportunities here. Yeah. I got COVID money to spend. Everyone's got $600 burning a hole in their pockets. Come on. I was trying to think, like, part of me just wants to like leave that money sitting in my bank account and do nothing with it, but the other part of me wants to just go ham on all these games that I've been wanting to buy, and was telling myself like, no, you don't need those things. Little John is just killing the forward momentum here. My goodness. Moved in savings, hoping to get more money in the future. Yeah, it's probably a good call. $600 gonna go to Rico for the stupid air blower in your car. Only blow the face vents now. Oh, that sucks. Is like the weather pretty cool in your area this time? Like, luckily where I used to live in Florida, and it was like year-round humidity and hell. But like a little farther north now, and in the wintertime I can get away with like not having to use AC or like the heat or anything like that, thankfully. Alright, let's move out of here. No! Crap! Rico's thrilled because daddy needs boot and kids need shows. Yeah. Yeah, car troubles suck. Car troubles are garbo. It's getting colder, maybe snow tomorrow? Yeah, it's supposed to snow in my area too. I think like the 10-day forecast showed like snow twice, so we'll see. Snowing AF and started January 1st, so that was a slap in the face. Yeah, it's like, welcome to 2021. But you doubt, yeah, I don't think it's gonna snow here either. But like if we just get like light frost, I'd be happy. Like, I so like colder weather better than like heat and humidity. 2021 is already wild. Yesterday was such a wild ass day. 2021 is off to a hell of a start. You should go get your second monitor now. What? Oh yeah. I heard you you got your new computer for streaming, and if you only got one monitor, I would, yeah, dual monitors, definitely like a nice setup there. Love the cold, yeah, like cold weather is amazing. I'd take cold weather any day of the week. Oh god, here we go. Something's loading in here now. Get the second monitor, yeah. Like, life with two monitors is nice. Computer's a bad bitch. I think I saw a notification. Like, have you streamed already yet? Hope it's a tentacle monster that loads. Oh my god. You know, like, I feel like we probably would get something like that in this game. He'll get 3 monitors. I have a friend who has like 3 4K monitors like lined up next to each other, and I was like, why do you have 3 4K monitors? Like, does anything even take up like all 4K space? Okay, let's get out of here. Let's keep checking the area, Gilly. No! There's debris everywhere. Oh my god. Do we have to like start all the way over with this? Jesus, yeah. OP monitor situation? Yeah. It's like, I think that's like way too much space. Pipes running everywhere. I wonder if we have to go like back to the area that was caved in. Or like I really feel like we're supposed to do... Oh yeah, memory chip. There we go. This wasn't an option the last time. I have 2 OK monitors and a drawing tablet uses the 3rd monitor. Yeah, I have 2 OK monitors and like an old like tablet that I use as like a 3rd monitor. And I feel like that works out. Well, I use it as like a 3rd screen to like Google stuff, or like when I stream I use it as chat. Let's look at each piece of debris. Yeah. One by one. Is this a clue? Is this a clue?
Well, what do you think? Can you get this memory chip out of there in one piece?
I will attempt it. Now retrieving memory chip.
Well, that wasn't
Chip retrieved.
that complicated. Okay. So now we have the memory chip. And now I feel like we can probably leave. Let's bounce. Well, John's getting himself a new pair of shoes. He's like, you don't need those anymore, friend. Alright, now moving back. Oh god, this room is loading again. I really wish I knew like why some of these rooms randomly take a long time to load. What's the graffiti say? I think it says Oi Punk. Like OYE Punk. Maybe? Yeah, I think it says Oi Punk. Oh, right, Die Punk. It could be that too. Yeah, I see the I, how it could be an I now. And I think there's like a small space. Oi, punk! Holy shit. Alright, now let's get out of here. We still haven't completed our investigation. How have we not completed this investigation? What are we looking for? Let's do the video call. Report analysis results. Little memory. I'm afraid I can't analyze another navigator's memory. We'll have to go back to headquarters to process it. Let's just hope there's something left. Have we been the punk all along? Punk lives in all of us. I wish that they gave us a clearer idea of what we're looking for, because I really don't want to search everything again. So I guess let's just move all the way to the back of this place again. And see if something happens now that we have stuff. It's a dead end. Look at the front. It's blocked by a cave-in. We can't go any further. Oh no, flashbacks to that weird-ass Netflix invasion movie. What movie was that? Yeah, like I'm always down for some end-of-the-world movies. There must be several tons of Earth here. Okay, we investigated this the last time. There's no place big enough for a person to get through. There's no way we could possibly move this out of the way. To the Google! Metal anything on your sensors. No, I'm not getting any further readings. Alright, let's listen. It's uncomfortably quiet. I can't transmit from this area. Well then, how come Gibson was able to call in? No doubt the level of Snow 9 in the area has increased since then. The Snatchers may be using Snow 9 as a screen. So like, do we need to go closer to the entrance? Our Lord and Savior Google. Yeah. Like, can you imagine life without Google at this point? Like, trying to, like, look stuff up in books? Like, ugh. Ugh. Okay. So, like, I feel like we have done... Oh! We haven't tried our R1. Let's look at the key. This item is quite an antique. I wonder where this is from. There are no public facilities which still use keys like this. If that's true, then it must be some personal item of John's. If we check his things, we may be able to discover something. Okay, that's a clue. Let's go back to Jean. Extinction. I heard of that movie, but I never saw it. Fox! Happy Saturday! How are you today? Hopefully well. Snatcher, yes! We're doing the Snatcher thing today. Oh yeah, eye muffs. Cover your eyes if you don't like gore. We found our friend without his head. Jeez, I wish I didn't have to meet him like this. We need to investigate him real quick. Sure, didn't have to meet him like this. Yeah. Investigate. Pepsi head trademark. We investigated. Oh wait, search the house. Wait, there's a scrap of paper in one of his pockets. Oh my god, we keep finding all these random clues. It's written on ordinary paper. It's written on ordinary paper, okay. Let's keep checking his body. Oh, we'll find any more evidence in his belongings. It's the corpse? Look, Jean's holding something in his right hand. How do we search his right hand? It's hair. He's holding several strands of hair. In addition, there's skin tissue under his nails, probably from him scratching his attacker. Oh god. Are we gonna take his hands? What does it mean? Yeah, double rainbow all the way. Lion, I hyped your planner last night. Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Now analyzing recovered hair sample. Analysis complete. Results on the display. 1. Chromosomal analysis of cells from the papilla and root reveal 46XY. Subject is male. 2. Hair color, brown. Hair structure reading of 65 indicates European subject, wavy hair. 3. Attachment of root structure and thickness of the base of the strand suggest hair was pulled out of follicle. 4. Enzyme antibody analysis indicates subject is blood type A, Rh factor negative. 5. Cell component distribution indicates presence of artificial protein compounds. The results of the analysis strongly suggest that the strand of hair was pulled from the scalp of Jean's attacker during their struggle. This strand of hair almost certainly came from a male European, blood type A negative Snatcher.
Snatcher took him out. So that was the hair. Let's look at the skin sample.
Now analyzing recovered tissue sample. Analysis complete. Results on the display. 1. Enzyme antibody analysis indicates subject is blood type O, Rh factor negative. 2. Chromosomal analysis of cells in the sample reveal 46XX. Subject is female. 3. Cell component distribution indicates presence of artificial protein compounds. 4. Number of melanocytes in sample indicates that subject is Caucasian. The results of the analysis strongly suggest that the tissue sample, a cluster of skin cells, was scraped from the subject during a struggle with Jean. These skin cells almost certainly came from a female European, blood type O negative Snatcher.
He got double snatched. You showed Ann and Fox your recent obsession over planners and journaling. The beautiful psychotic artwork that it is. Yeah, I heard it's pretty thorough. What got you into planners and journaling? Female European. Maybe there's more than one Snatcher involved. Gibson said, I've cornered a probable male Snatcher. It's gotta be like super direct who it's talking about. Okay, we've like looked at all these things. Alright, so this game really narrows it down. Yeah. A female in Europe has to be super easy to find, right? I've already analyzed the tissue sample. Alright, we're just making sure, because this game keeps making us come back to this stuff. I've already analyzed the hair sample. Alright, it's off our thing. It's written on ordinary paper. Look at the scrap of paper. Search the house. What is that supposed to mean? Who knows? These could be Jean's last words. Metal, keep this as evidence, will you? Alright, now storing paper scrap in my internal chamber. Okay, let's check the body one more time. Jeez, I wish I didn't have to meet him like this. Ground. There's evidence of a struggle on the ground, but I can't interpret it. Your cousin's really into it. Plus, what a year to start. Yeah, that's true, I guess. That makes sense. That makes sense. What do the little doodles mean? She's creating her own language. America burning to the ground and democracy dying. Yeah, yeah. It's, that's reality. Let us... I don't know, I guess we, like, leave. This is why I retreat to video games. Let's try to make our video phone call now. Snow 9 is blocking any video phone transmissions. Check the area again? Nothing unusual. This is our safe spaces, yeah, exactly. Like, the crazies can't get me here. I went to the store last weekend, and probably half the people in the store weren't wearing masks. And I hated every freaking one of them. I was like, if I get the Rona, I swear to God. The graffiti on the walls appears quite old. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's anything here for us now, so I think we can actually leave. And Little John. What? On a note in the game, there are little doodles. Do we think they're meaningless? Oh. Shit, where are we? Oh yeah, well, we'll check that in about 20 minutes after this room loads. You are definitely not overthinking this game. This game is like super involved and like trying to find, like investigating every little thing that we find like a million times unveils like new stuff every time. So I appreciate any thoughts anybody has on what we need to do. Find every single shopper, knock on their door like Jane said. Oh my god, if I could live out that scene. If I had one dream in life that could come true, it would be to live out that scene. Ghost writing on the wall, 100%. Did I already ask like how late you guys ended up playing Phasmophobia until? Oh my god. Ghost writing, flashbacks to Phasmo. 1 a.m. Oh my god, you guys played like 2 hours after I fell asleep. Y'all were into it. You were in the zone. Yeah, so now I think we can leave. Going home already? We don't have the evidence. Oh my god, we don't have the evidence that we need yet. See, like this, like there's like a million things we can still investigate, but we don't really get a clue as to what those are. Right there, Want was playing the demo for Monster Hunter Rise. Oh, how'd you end up liking that, Crown? Sucks to be you, nerd! You watch Noglick finish Fallen Jedi. Read, watch Black Mesa. I like that Fallen Jedi game. Looks like it's pretty good. I actually want to play that game at some point. And in Black Mesa, I kind of want to play just because I like the Half-Life a lot. Okay, let's start the pain train, I guess. We're gonna investigate. Actually, let's look at our... Fox actually like brought up that point. let us look at our evidence in scrap paper. It's written on normal paper, and it's definitely Jean's handwriting. It's like, search the house. It's like an exclamation point and a like a little something. It was okay. Just okay? Feels like classic Monster Hunter, except now with dogs. Yeah, I saw like the dogs and stuff like attacked, and like you can ride them and stuff, like move a lot faster. The pain train, choo choo. What's that supposed to mean? Jean always liked puzzles. There's probably some hidden meaning in this. Ah, I think Fox is onto something. A message, huh? Okay. Let us look at... What else did we pick up? We have the key. I think we looked at the key. Just seems weird to have those weird shapes in the note. Yeah, I didn't even think about it, but yeah, now you say it, it makes sense. It was okay equals Jedi game. Oh, I see. Well, I feel like it was like the only narrative Star Wars game that's come out in like, what, like 15, 20 years? Nice one, Fox! Alright, now if you could help us narrow down what we're supposed to look at now. Otherwise, we have about 50 things to work through. Okay, let's look at the ground. Let's look at the wall. Let's look at the ceiling. The ceiling looks quite weak. Let's look at the area. Building severely damaged. It should be demolished. Let's look at the pipe. It's been weakened by rust. Die punk. Yeah. That was a thing. We were trying to figure out what it said earlier, and I thought it said like oi punk, and then Crown was like, I think it's die punk. It's like, oh yeah, I totally see it now. Okay, investigate the ground. See nothing important here. Investigate the wall. It looks like the concrete here is quite corroded. Investigate ceiling. This place looks like as if it could collapse at any moment. We must be careful. The area. There's nothing special here. So where's this Snatcher? Okay, this is new. And this is concerning because this means we have to do this in every room now. God damn it. Let's see if he says something different. There's nothing special here. Pipe? Steam is leaking, still leaking out. Don't touch it. Motion detector. Metal, aren't you picking anything up? I'm afraid not. There's nothing moving but the two of us. And then let's listen. It's uncomfortably quiet here. Oh my god. Okay, now we can move forward. I will touch the pipe, robot! Alright, now moving ahead. Don't tell us what to do. Yeah, it's like, robots don't tell us what to do. This is Neo Kobe. Alright, we're looking at the ceiling. The ceiling's been damaged, some of the wiring's sticking out. Let's look at the ground. There's nothing unusual here except for Little John. What? Let's look at the area. There's wreckage everywhere. I don't detect anything special. Okay, and I hesitate to look at Little John because, like, it's gonna go to the loading thing. Let's do it. Oh, hey, it's happened instantly. Gotta stay away from the power lines. Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. Boy, they really wasted him. Yeah, this is what I was afraid of. Now we got like a good like 2-3 minute wait. So does anyone have any fun plans for the weekend? I did have fun plans until yesterday. Oh my god, please. Sega CD, hurry. It'd be cool if there was like something happening in the background that you could like watch while this was happening. Ooh, a roast in the slow cooker. Added so much wine. That's gonna be like delicious when it comes out. Anything going with the roast? Is it gonna be like roast and rice? We're gonna need you to come in on the weekend, MK. Yeah, exactly. It's like, come on. And the one who said it was my manager. And like we were on a team call, and he was like, any volunteers for someone to work on Saturday? And it's like, so you're not gonna volunteer yourself, apparently. Like, come on. Gonna try and play Poplar Qual finally tomorrow. Oh, nice. I love those Poplar Quads, or Poplar Croix, however the hell you say that game. Their streams are always so freaking funny. Like, your voice acting in those is amazing. Potatoes and carrots and roast. That is delicious. Delicious, delicious. Ugh, teams, yeah. Not a huge fan. Not gonna lie. I wish I could hit the lottery and never have to work ever again. Water's dripping from the sprinkler. Okay, check the ground. I don't see anything that would help our investigation. Area. I can only find Little John's memory chip. And then Little John. Don't see anything that would help our investigation. Oh my god, another weight. Thanks, you don't know either. Yeah, it's like such a hard name to say. But like that game is awesome. Kind of surprised like you don't hear much about it, or like there aren't more games in that series. Metal Gear? Yeah. This is the sequel to Metal Gear Solid. Gonna make a layout for Breath of Fire 4. Sorry, you canceled that. No worries. Yeah, I know. Like life happens. I think definitely super hyped for you to start that game. Like Breath of Fire is amazing. There too. Wonder if it's a feature of Teams makes you pray for an end to suffering. Yeah, I think so. I think it's just like a feature of like how we're all supposed to work from like 16 till the end of our life and never have time to relax and do fun things. That just makes us all hate the work grind. Metal, anything on your sensors? No, nothing. We're the only thing moving. Alright, let's listen. Can't confirm any sound except for the water drops and Little John's shorting. You know what? Let's try to do a video phone in here. Can't transmit from this area. Alright, let's move forward. So excited. Yeah. Like, it's such a good... Like, that whole series is good. Moving to France, work to live, not live to work. Yeah, exactly. Like, I had a couple of friends from Europe, and like they'd tell me about like life in Europe and like how basically the entirety of Europe takes like an entire month off in the summertime. Like everything shuts down and everybody just like goes out and lives life. It's like, that's insane. Couldn't even imagine that happening here. It's your own Rene Baguette. As soon as you land. Oh, and my name is Rene Baguette. I don't see anything unusual. Alright, let's look at the area. The graffiti on the walls appears quite old. Okay, let's investigate the ground. There's nothing special here. Investigate the area. We're the only ones in the area. Investigate the motion detectors. Hey, Metal, aren't you picking anything up? No, I'm not getting anything. Reading. Blah, blah. We're listening. It's uncomfortably quiet here. And then let's try our video phone again. And we can't do that, so now we move forward. Okay, and we're in the body room. Graffiti artist. Oh my god, they saw my finished feel! Yeah, it's like, what if that was like put there the day before and like the artist wanted it to look old? Huh? Some detective this guy is. Okay, corpse? Oh yeah, here's our friend again. Cover your eyes if you don't like blood. Jeez, I wish I didn't have to meet him like this. Alright, let's look at the ground. There's evidence of a struggle on the ground here, but I can't interpret it. And then blaster. Gene's blaster has been bent like a twig. Bending a blaster like this is well beyond the strength of any human. No doubt it was the Snatcher. Investigate. Him again. We checked.
An analysis of Jean's stomach reveals a major lesion on the caloric region of the gastric membrane.
So, Jean had an ulcer, huh?
Yes. In addition, I read a substantial quantity of partially digested organic compounds.
Organic compounds. If you can determine the composition and the degree to which the food's been digested, we may be able to figure out where Jean's been.
Like that. I swear to God, we investigated this corpse like a million times and that didn't trigger the first time. It's like, oh God, come on, game. Michael did find a Pietro plush from the game. Oh, that's awesome. He said he couldn't find anything, so when he saw it on eBay, he jumped for it. Yeah, it's like that's one of those things. It's probably like a one-off, like happens maybe a couple times a year. That's awesome that he was able to grab it. Living for Pepsi Head. I'm gonna, like, anytime I see something like this now, it's just gonna be Pepsi Head. Delicious. Organic compounds.
Now making incision in Jean's stomach to analyze organic compounds present. Analysis complete. Results on the display. Results of the analysis indicate the organic compounds are primarily composed proteins that have been exposed to digestive acids for approximately 3 hours. Amino acid structure of the protein suggests the meat is that of a buffalo.
Buffalo meat?
Yes, buffalo meat. The results indicate that Jean ate buffalo meat somewhere about 3 hours before he was killed. I'm reading movement.
Oh shit, here we go. Now I gotta play the Pepsi Man game? I would definitely play the Pepsi Man game. Wasn't there like a Sprite or 7-Up game too? Right, Metal Gear, something just ran across that doorway.
Snatchers?
Unable to confirm. I suggest we investigate.
Oh god. Investigate. I've already analyzed that. Alright, so that should go away now, and then hopefully whatever that triggers should trigger. And then let's save. Yes. It's like 6 menu screens to get there. Okay. And then now, let's move forward. It's a dead end. A dead end. Then where did the Snatchers go? Investigate. There's no place big enough for a person to get through. Are you okay, Gillian? That's weird. I was fine until a moment ago. Please stay quiet. What's wrong, Metal? Maybe it's a sensor defect, but I think I'm picking up a sound off in the distance. Can you hear it, Gillian? That's odd. Seems like my ears are going out on me. Maybe it's due to a change in air pressure. Uh-oh. No idea, but you wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, there's all kinds of like random stuff. Bless! Let's look at dirt and sand. It appears to have been like this for some time. Okay, investigate the front. There's no place big enough for a person to get through. Dirt and sand. There's no way we could possibly move this out of the way. That's weird. Then where did the Snatchers go? They definitely headed in this direction, didn't they? Okay, and then... Wait, what? Wait, what? Exit just popped up. It's like super confused. Hey, Metal, aren't you picking anything up? No, I'm not getting any reading. This man's got all the allergies. Are you okay? Maybe it's colder in here than I thought. Investigate the exit. There's no other way out of here. Unless they liquefied themselves, they must have gotten out some other way. Can we look at the exit? No. I can't get a meaningful sensor reading with so much debris piled up. Listen, you can hear a sound like that of a timer. Uh-oh. Like that of a timer. Uh-oh. I hear something which sounds like a timer. Are you okay? Maybe I'm getting a cold. Are you okay? Can we, like, investigate the timer? I can't get a meaningful sensor reading. Investigate the front. Same thing. Dirt and sand. Same thing. Bless you. Maybe I'm getting a cold. Okay. Listen. You can hear the sound like that of a timer. Like, dude, what the heck? Video phone. Still can't transmit. Oh, we can look at this now. Okay. I feel like we were making progress, and now we're at like a dead end again. Front? It's blocked by a cave-in. We can't go any further. Oh my god. Oh my god! It's cooler than I thought. So like I think we hit all the options in here. Metal, anything on your sensors, nothing. It's a bomb, we gonna die? Yeah, it's what I'm pretty positive it's a bomb, but like I figured when the robot's like, hey, I hear a timer, like there'd be something where we can investigate it. Well, I haven't seen it yet. I guess let's like move back. Wait, I can hear something. I can't hear a thing. Quiet, there. Can you hear it? Listen. I hear something which sounds like a timer. Investigate. Gibson? We've completely searched the body. I've recorded all the images. Jeez. The ground? There's no evidence, or there's evidence of a struggle here, but I can't interpret it. And then John's blaster has been bent like a twig. Alright, so I think we might be good with this. Listen, you can hear a sound like that of a timer. What'd you come back to? Was it Pepsi Head Man? This is a fellow like Blade Runner kind of guy, and things called the Snatcher like effed him up. Oh god. Got a little too crazy there. So now we're trying to like find the next trigger for something to happen in this game. You can hear that of a timer. Let's look at the ground. Don't see anything unusual. Feet on the walls, quite old. There's nothing special here. Our safe space, yeah. We're the only ones in the area. And still not picking anything up. Alright, let's move back again. Turn up the volume on your TV. Can you hear that? It sounds like a clock. Oh god, it's definitely a bomb. I'm picking something up from the direction of Little John. I thought Little John's functions were totally dead. Uh-oh. I guess let's look at the ceiling. Ceiling's damaged, some of the wiring sticking out. The ground. There's nothing unusual here except for Little John. The area. There's been wreckage everywhere. I don't detect anything special. Oh, here we go. Da-dun!
A time bomb?
Evacuate immediately. There is little time.
Just to be on the safe side, you should save frequently from here on. Oh god. Look at the ceiling to escape the pain. Too real. Alright, I'll save everything that's happened up until now. Okay, let's do this. Let's spam it. His eyes, the fear of God. Would you like to continue playing? Yes. Alright. Oh no! I like how they like searched this robot like a million times before and then apparently missed the time bomb sticking out on it. So do we investigate? See if we can... It's no good. I can't disarm it. This kind of work requires experts. I can only find Little John's memory chip. Okay. And then we can't look at the bomb. Alright, so let's attempt to get out of here. Alright, now moving back. Oh. Press the A button. Oh my god, why is this like auto-scrolling all of a sudden? Get wrecked! Oh my god. Oh my god! Alright, everything's under control again. Oh my god, this D-pad, come on! Oh my god, we're getting wrecked right now. The motion reading has vanished. That was close, wasn't it, Gillian? Damn, I got hit 4 times. Now activating first aid systems. I'll stop the bleeding. Thanks, Metal. Blood flow stopped. Disinfection completed. Now injecting Junker's blood, fluid supplement, and painkillers. Finally, some nanomachines, healing agents. Youch! Oh. That should be sufficient for the time being. That was close. Gotta be more careful. Nanomachine, son! Well, we are definitely in the future now. Spree everywhere. Please watch your step. The wall. Alright, I wonder if we can just, like, move forward now. Like, are we done with this area? The only sound is that of the bomb's timer. Alright, let's save. And then let's bounce. We definitely don't want to do that again. 100% Metal Gear, yeah. It's like, I feel like you can definitely see Kojima, like, the things that Kojima, like, really likes in video games, because I feel like he puts them in every one of his video games. Alright, let's get out of here.
We're getting out of here.
Sorry, I cannot go with you.
What's wrong with you? Hurry it up.
I am incapable of locomotion.
What on earth are you blabbering about? Let's go. It's gonna blow.
Please save yourself. I am paralyzed with fear.
Oh, I can't believe this stupid robot. Come on.
It's raw danger again.
Jeez, my ears are really ringing.
That's because you left the volume turned up.
Damn Snatchers.
There is no need for concern. I have stored all the information about the evidence and the area in my memory. We should return to Junker headquarters.
He really likes a particular style and sticks with it. Yeah, for real. He does not leave his safety zone or comfort zone.
We've returned to Junker headquarters.
Ooh, that was some first day.
Now entering the building. We've entered the lobby.
Gillian, I heard about Jean.
I'm sorry. I wish I could have done more.
You performed your duties quite satisfactorily.
That's right. It's not your fault, Gillian. Don't worry about it. By the way, the chief is waiting for you.
This is the chief's office.
Well, Seed, that was a pretty rough first assignment to draw. You made a great effort, though. I've studied the data transmitted back by Metal Gear, so I know all about what happened out there. It's too bad about Gibson. He was a great junker. Seed, I need you to take over for him. You're the only one I've got left who can battle this Snatcher menace.
Mika! This office is too future for you, but we have the nice picture of the vase to keep us grounded in the present. There's totally no secrets behind there. Okay, let's look at the chief. What's the problem? Is something hanging from my nose? Let's look at the monitor. The latest information from data networks all over the world is collected here. Data from Metal Gear is also on a real-time link into this system. Totally not sus, yeah, right? It's like the only thing in this room that really stands out. So that means I'm being watched, eh? Window. Oh, crap. It appears to be a picture of a vase. There are no references in my data to such a painting. So it's by some unknown, eh? Strange picture. Window. This is a night view of Neo Kobe. I never get tired of this view. Neo Kobe at night. How gorgeous. Right, and then there's like the sofa. Robot technology sofa. This is a sofa. It's used when the chief has visitors. What are you doing, Seed? Get going with your investigation. Okay, let's investigate the chief. What do you hope to gain by this by investigating the chief? The monitor. This is a PPD and an LCD general purpose monitor. Window. This is constructed with auto tint glass. By applying a slight current to the electrochromic tungsten coating of the glass, its tint can be adjusted from perfectly transparent to almost opaque. Picture? There's nothing unusual about it. It appears to be a regular painting. That's a lie! Sofa. This is a chaos sofa, which automatically adjusts its internal pressure to the size and weight of the person sitting on it. Ask about investigative procedure? Based on the analysis of the hair strands he was grasping and the skin tissue found under his nails, we're reasonably certain that at least one male and one female snatcher were involved in killing him. You've got to learn what he was up to. What was he after? What was he investigating when he was killed? To find that out, you should start by checking out the detective's room and then his home. Okay, let's ask about Gibson. He must have learned something important about them, but he didn't tell me a thing. He never really said anything unless he was absolutely sure of himself. Katrina. Katrina's the real victim in this. I let her know what happened, but it had to be a great shock to her. Katrina? You mean that girl who's doing the modeling job? His daughter? Yes. I guess we go and talk to other people. Let's go to engineering. Oh, Seed? Yes? How's that wound doing? Eh? I've already injected him with nanomachines. They will have him back to full strength in no time. I see. Hang in there, Seed. Thank you very much, Chief. Is he, like, wasted? This is engineering.
Well, so our new junker has returned.
I register high alcohol levels. Harry is intoxicated.
I really thought you were better than that. Harry, what kind of backup was that supposed to be? If you were a better junker than that, Jean wouldn't have had to die out there.
Harry, that statement is incorrect.
Don't worry about it, Metal. Harry's right.
Jean... Sorry, it's not your fault.
Metal, would you give Harry the memory chip we pulled out of Little John?
Of course.
Don't do it
Harry,
now.
This is little John's memory chip.
Harry's like blacked out right now. Classy, yeah, right? He's on the job, completely trashed. Alright. I don't even think he's conscious at the moment. He's been drinking heavily. I register large concentrations of synthahol synthahol in the air here. Sniff. What about any of this is sus? Yeah, nothing sus here. This is all just a normal day in the life of a junker. Who is this? Some late 20th century pop star? Young kids say I'm just stuck in the past, but your memories of childhood tend to stay with you. Yes, but she was a pop star from well before you were born, right? Yeah, but there was this boom in the popularity of old stars when I was a kid. Take a deep breath. It's a photograph of a boy. It's my only memory. A picture of me when I was a kid. Dude is gone. Brandy Bottle. He's just taking down a bottle of brandy. It's 20th century brandy. It's Napoleon. Investigate Harry. Stop that! You wet behind the ears, know nothing? He seems to have been drinking heavily. His hiccups are getting more violent. Judging from the chemical structure of the inks used in the printing process, I would estimate this picture or poster dates from at least 1/2 century ago. It must be really special to him. He's repaired it in several spots. He's got the rage hiccups. Let the rage flow through you. Photo. This looks like it's been cut out of a larger picture. Huh? Brandy Bottle. This is odd. I thought that Harry only drank Japanese sake. What's this? Brandy, huh? What's this? There are numbers written in the label, or on the label. It says 395644. I feel like that's probably important. 395644. It does not appear to be a date of any kind. 395644. Would you leave me alone for now? I'm having a little farewell party for Jean. Forget about it, Gillian. I just can't get in the mood for that kind of thing right now. Okay. So, is there anything in this room that we can look at? I think we've looked at everything. So let us move to the no, let's not go to the computer room. Front shooting room. I thought there was another room. Chief's office. This is the computer room. If there's any information you wish to study, you can look it up using Jordan's system. Oh right, we couldn't do. Oh, never mind, it's gone. It's like we couldn't look at our evidence because we were in a place that. Oh, no, we still can't. We were in a place that wouldn't like let us do the analysis thing, but it looks like it took everything from us. Use Jordan. Let's look around. Input via the archaic but effective keyboard and cursor systems. How come it's not voice recognition? To prevent unauthorized use, the keyboard measures and records your pulse, fingerprints, body temperature, and other data while you're using it. Could you imagine if like work computers worked like that? Like there'd be huge stretches of my day unaccounted for. The equipment in this room represents just a fraction of the total Jordan system, however. Okay. Investigate the area. There's no one else in this room besides us. Investigate the computer. Jordan is operating normally. Ask computer. Okay. Oh, they're actually talking about stuff. Jordan is linked to the neurocomputer system known as Alpha 1, which manages almost everything here in Neo Kobe. As such, you can get information on almost anything at all related to Neo Kobe. I kind of hesitate to use this thing because it's just filled with information. I'm Jordan, Junker Headquarters Host AI Computer System. Please insert your ID card. User confirmed as Gillian Seed. Welcome to Jordan. What sort of information do you need? Oh, you know, maybe we can look up Jean-Jacques Gibson. Use the cursor to input the name. Okay, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. G-E-L-L-O. Jean-Jacques Gibson. Holy shit, you walked away to get shoes and make bean juice. What the fuck is this office? Oh yeah, we're in like the Lords of the Internet like headquarters room. This, like, we can use this computer to look people up that we come across, and I guess like we're gonna find out what kind of information we can get. But this thing has like all of the lore in it. Runner, Junker Agency, age 55, height 185 centimeters, 78 kilograms. Blood type O positive. Wife, Alice, deceased. Daughter, Katrina, age 18. Officer in Police Science Division since 2015. His daughter's 18? Oh no, is this him? It's like his daughter's 18 and she's been working since 2015? Wife killed by Snatcher in Bioroid Panic of 2046. Requests and is granted transfer to Junker Agency. December 2047, killed in the line of duty while pursuing a suspected snatcher. I thought it would like give us some more info. Let's check the fact file. History, snatchers, transportation. Concerning Junker? Junker bylaws, scanning permits. We don't need no stupid laws. Snatchers. Insectors, spider-shaped probe security robots used by Snatchers. Thread-like sensor apparatus deployed from rear of robot triggers. Needle gun attack if touched or approached. Microjet powered. Known to jump. Length 30 centimeters. Weight 500 grams. Specimens recovered from study by junk team invariably self-destruct, preventing further analysis. They're smart. Distinguishing features. Snatcher. Characteristics. 1. Snatchers operate almost exclusively at night and during the winter months. 2. Snatchers only snatch VIPs. Their ultimate goal appears not to be the snatch itself, but some secondary effect of it. 3. Snatchers' targets are restricted by their physical size. While they can adjust the size of their major body areas, these adjustments are limited. As such, their victims are exclusively persons of 150 to 100 centimeters in height. This makes snatching of children, the elderly, etc. impossible. 4. Snatcher weapons. A mouth-firing laser cannon. What? 5. Weak point. Thin slit portions of their skull armor which make head size adjustments possible. Santa's the Snatcher. Changed my mind. I think I believe you. Chronology. That's how Santa like travels from house to house. He just steals the bodies of the parents of kids. It's simple science. Snatcher history. December 22, 2044. First contact. A Bioroid's remains are recovered from the wreckage of SRS Flight 4003, which crashed in the Roko mountain range. February 18, 2045. A Snatcher which had killed and snatched the mayor of Neokobe, B. O'Connor, is captured, but self-destructs during transport. In December, Neokobe is thrown into a panic over the problem. The witch hunts that take place as people try to uncover and destroy imagined Snatchers. November 3rd, 2047, a well-known KBC newscaster is revealed to be a Snatcher and terminated. The remains self-destruct, preventing further analysis. November 15th, 2047, the leader of a prominent revolutionary religious group is determined to be a Snatcher. Okay, that one makes sense. During pursuit, the Snatcher's car crashes, destroying it in the resulting fire. November 20, 2047, the former president of a biotechnology firm is uncovered as a Snatcher and terminated. During transport, the remains are stolen. Okay. Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter program. In order to elicit civilian support in the effort to combat Snatchers, the government instituted the following reward program. All eligible voters of Neo Kobe were given the right to register as bounty hunters. Registration involves a few simple tests and procedures: firearm license, psychological profile, junker test, etc. I feel like if we were to do something like this, like it would just be like the Wild West on crack. Actual rewards for Snatcher termination depend on individual circumstances. Government also provides numerous insurance benefits for those injured or killed while attempting to terminate a Snatcher. Okay. So I don't think we're going to find anything else out here. I hope that I was able to be of service. I look forward to our next session together. So I think we actually have to like leave and like get in our turbo cycle and go somewhere. Let's go to the front. I'm sorry, Gillian. Would you mind leaving me alone? Mika. We should give her some time to herself, Gillian. I suggest that we use this time to examine Jean's personal belongings. Where would we find them? She appears to have been crying vigorously. The full name of the Junker agency is written on it. Okay. I feel like we've already like looked at all this stuff, so I don't think we're gonna get anything new. Mika. Please, Gillian, not now. I still don't know what's going on. Alright, let's look at this console. I'm really sorry about Gibson, you know. Gillian, please just let me be for now, okay? But the console! Okay, let's move. Oh, we can't leave. Interesting. Shooting range? I guess this is the only place we haven't been. We're at the shooting range. You never know when you may have another shootout with Snatchers. You should make practicing here part of your daily routine. Hey, I'm already a pretty good shot. With an attitude like that, you're bound to get hurt again. Doesn't this machine ever shut up? That fight the other day was with insectors. Their abilities do not even begin to compare with that of Snatchers. Okay, let's look at the practice booth. The Junker's Eye is available for use. Would you like to practice? Look at the area. The Junker's Eye marksmanship training system is installed. Investigate the area. The power is always turned on, so you can practice at any time. Let's ask the training booth. Alright, let's I guess maybe we'll do one round of practice. The machine is set to introductory level. Alright, let's begin practice with Junker's Eye system. Get wrecked! He almost got me. No! That was almost a perfect run. Why? What do you think? Perfect score. Hitting all the Snatchers is wonderful, but you picked off a few civilians too. I picked off one robot. Really? Did I? I have very good eyesight. Well, you haven't wasted many shots, but you must avoid hitting civilians at all costs. That's easy for you to say, but it's like those guys are yelling, shoot me, when they pop up like that. Yeah, for real. Okay, so there's that. Maybe we go back to the chief's office and then try to leave? I mean, there's always going to be casualties. You're not wrong. It's like we got all the Snatchers, so I'd say it balances out. We're at the chief's office. Well, Seed, how's the investigation going? Like, there is nowhere for us. Oh, right, there's one more room. Detective's room. That wasn't an option last time. Alright, let's check out Gibson's room. This is the detective's room. We should investigate Jean's personal items. We must learn what he was doing before he was killed. I see. Basic detective work. Let's look at the near desk. It's an antique steel desk. This is the one that Jean was using. We probably should take a look inside, eh? Locker? This is the locker that Jean was using. So his personal things should be in there, right? Okay, let's investigate the desk. It's an old style working desk. It has drawers installed. Desk drawer? I'm afraid that it's locked. I cannot open it. A key? Nobody uses keys anymore. As I recall, Jean had a key. Dun dun dun! Use key. Alright, I'll try the key. There's something in the drawer. Capsules. And a disc. Oh my god, it's like a old ass floppy disk. Wow. Investigate the drawer. We already investigated the drawer. Investigate the disc. It's a 5-inch floppy disk, like old floppy disk. Holy crap. A 5-inch disc. Nobody uses those things anymore. They didn't even use them here. Disc. 5-inch floppy. So does that go away? Nope, it stays. Jean had a head on his body too. Never forget Pepsi had 2077. Amazing.
What kind of medicine is this?
I'll perform an analysis. Acid inhibitors, membrane protecting agents, H2 blockers. This is medication for an ulcer.
Jeez. It looks like Jean's stomach was really in terrible shape. And what was he doing eating buffalo? It seems a little unusual. Perhaps there was some reason that he had to eat buffalo.
What reason would anyone have to eat buffalo? Like, come on, man. Let's look at the locker. Alright, let's investigate the locker. There's a coat hanging inside the locker. Investigate the coat. Check the pockets of the coat for me, will ya? Alright. A chest piece was in the coat. Oh my gosh, we're just getting more stuff to look at. Investigate the chest piece. It's a chest piece made of wood. Look at the coat. It's Jean's junker coat. This is probably a spare. It's just like the coat I got, but a little bigger. It's really worn out though. And let's look at the chest piece. It's a chest piece. This could mean something, Metal. Let's hang on to it as evidence. Alright, I'll store the chest piece as evidence. I'm sure it must mean something. And let's look at the disk. It's a floppy disk for a personal computer. This disk must have something to do with Jean's investigation. Alright, I'll store this disk as evidence. And then the capsule. It's the stomach medication that Jean was taking. These capsules may have something to do with all this. Let's keep them. That will not be necessary. I have recorded the results of the analysis of the chemical composition. Okay. So we've looked at all of this stuff. Look at the desk drawer. There's a keyhole on the front. Yeah, we already used it. Look at the near desk. It's an antique steel desk. This is just the one that John was using. Okay, so let's look at the chest piece. It's the chest piece that we found in Gibson's coat. That led to nothing. The disc? It's probably a disc for a personal computer. It's a wooden chest piece. Oh my gosh. I hate that these two things are like two separate menus. It's like, just make it one thing. 5-inch floppy. Okay. So I think that's everything in here, but I feel like the game's gonna yell at us that we haven't investigated everything. Okay, investigate the drawer. We already investigated the drawer. Investigate the capsules. We've already analyzed that. Investigate the locker. Now investigating the locker. There's nothing in the locker besides the coat. Okay, let's check the locker one more time. Now investigating the locker. There's nothing in the locker besides the coat. Okay. I'm in the coat. There's nothing else in the coat. Okay. So this would say that we've done it all. So let's try to leave. Where shall we go? Maybe talk to Mika? Close the drawer to the desk. Better shut the locker. I'm alright now, Gillian. You can't stay depressed over these things forever. It's like 5 minutes. Gillian, I heard you were hurt. Are you alright? Is it getting better? Yeah, those nanomachines are really doing the trick. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Physically, I'm fine, but my heart's still in great pain. I know what you mean, Gillian. So now let's look at the stuff. Full name of the Junker Agency is written on it. You've memorized the full name by now, haven't you, Gillian? Camera? It's a security camera. The interior of headquarters is monitored 24 hours a day. Boy, they really get into peeping around here. Investigate. Just what do you think you're doing investigating her? Oh, shut up, Metal. It's just a joke. Investigate the plate. Japanese undercover. Neurokinetic elimination ringer. It's a shock and heat resistant shield designed to protect against snatchers. And the camera. Headquarters is fully monitored. I strongly advise against you doing anything stupid. Okay, so now we ask our questions. Let's ask about Gibson. He was out of the office almost constantly. He kept mumbling something about, I've gotten those snatchers now, or something like that. You found something useful in John's desk, right? Okay, let's ask about Katrina. I feel so sorry for his daughter. She's all alone now. Okay. Ask about the Buffalo restaurant. Buffalo? I've never even heard of any places that serve that. Okay, we're on to something. Oh, that's right. Napoleon might know something. That was the name of the brandy bottle. Ask about Napoleon. That Chinese informant John was using. He's known him ever since he was a science cop. A science cop? The hell does a science cop do? Well, I've heard about him, but I've never met him. Why don't you track him down? After all, it is about Jean. He must have left some kind of clue. A video phone number or something? Ah, the number on the bottle. Do something. Smell? What the hell? Persuade console. Or console! Oh! I thought it said console. Mika, I promise you, I'll finish what Gibson started. You're really a sweet guy, aren't you, Gillian? Persuade? So, oh god, how about a date tonight? I don't think we know each other well enough yet. Oh, come on, that doesn't matter. Gillian, you may not know this, but there's a certain order in which things are supposed to happen. You've really got a short temper, haven't you? Jesus. Okay. So I think we need to go to engineering. This is engineering. Sniff, sob. We investigate the brandy bottle again. There are numbers written on the label. It says 395644. Does not appear to be a date of any kind. Napoleon, maybe it has some connection with the informer that Jean was using. It works too well to be a coincidence. Perhaps it's a video phone number, as Mika suggested. Wait, we can enter phone numbers into this? Alright, let's use the video phone. Go. What number should I dial? Oh my god, this is the precursor to Metal Gear Solid. 3, 9, 5, 6, 4, 4. Social security fraud and prank calls.
Who the hell are you?
I'm an acquaintance of Gibson. I need some information.
You an investigator too, huh? Can't trust them. All right, let's have the password.
The password?
Napoleon, the 100 Day. Oh, yeah. It's like, this dude's got a face. For sure. Please input using the cursor. I don't even remember what the question was. One second. Looking up pictures of cats. Don't worry. Don't worry. Oh my god, this is gonna be involved. I totally remember what the answer was to this, thanks to my cat pics. Oh my god, I can't even spell. Okay, you seem pretty real to me. Meet me at Alton Plaza in the EXG district. I'll see you there. You do call-outs for your work, and this one guy always sounds like he absolutely hates his job. Yo, it's like, is that all of us? Are you speaking to all of us? Yeah, I can totally empathize with that dude though. Like my job pays well and it's not hard, but my god, do I hate it. So, how did you figure it out? Hey, I guess I just know my stuff. Someone must have told you. Come on, Metal. It really doesn't matter, does it? Now, what are you going to do?